Jodie Harsh with you right now. I am in the hot seat for Mr. Jam today, and he sent me to interview the queens behind this week's Jam Hot Record of the Week. Kylie Minogue and Jessie Ware are on FaceTime right now. Hey, girls.
Hi.
So Mr. Jam said as soon as he heard your new tune, Kiss of Life, he had to make it this week's Jam Hot Record of the Week. And we all agree it's like iconic. You brought those classic disco feels to a track in 2021. It's a genre it's just good vibes. And Kylie, you've made a full album inspired by disco. Where did the inspiration come from?
From about 8 years old.
Yeah.
I've always loved disco. And there must have been something happening. You know, in music, it's cyclic anyway. And Jessie's album had disco inspiration. Mine had disco inspiration. There was quite a bit of it happening at the time. Unbeknownst, you know, I didn't know anyone else was doing it. It was just something in the waters. But disco certainly started for me, you know, when I was first able to put a record on myself. Late 70s, it was it. So from then on, it's been a kind of love affair.
Yeah. And Jessie?
Well, I guess, you know, Jodie, I came from a kind of a dance world. That's how I entered into music, by being vocalists on like dance tracks. And it wasn't disco. It was kind of more like the UK bass scene was amazing, and I was doing things with like Subtract and people like that. And for me, it was like a return to dance music, but with the sophistication which disco offers, and a kind of, you know, glamour and fun. And so that's why I wanted to do that kind of record.
Yeah.
I love the story of how this team came about. Jessie, you said that you asked Kylie for a collab after recording your podcast, and the whole thing happened on your doorstep. Is that true?
Let me interject. I had a full belly and a glass or two of wine, so it was.
Oh, the old the KM wine, CDP. Come on.
Yeah.
After you said it, did you think it would actually happen? It's like saying to a mate, like, "Oh, we should do this again," and then you don't see them for like 5 years. Like,
it's like asking somebody out on a date, isn't it? You're like, have I been too forward? Have I taken this date too like? And she and Kylie was game, and I did do a sneaky thing though. I put it on Instagram. I said, mark my words, in a year, I will have collaborated with Kylie Minogue. So I kind of feel like I really like stuck my claws in.
Yes.
And there was no going back.
Yeah.
So
Kylie, you were cornered.
I thought I was sure it would happen. But, you know, that's kind of like your modern pinboard. What's it called when you put your vision board?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just whacked it on social media. Yeah. Well done, Jessie. I'm so glad you did.
We need to talk about the music video as well, because there was more drama crammed into those 3 minutes than the entire last season of The Real Housewives. So, girls, the music video for Kiss of Life, it's an experience. Apparently, you pulled an all-nighter for this. What happened there?
Kylie did more of an all-nighter than me, so let's just say she is the reigning queen of disco and all-nighters. Apparently, it was in an Italian restaurant in Covent Garden, and I mean, it was wild. It was really good fun.
It was pretty wild looking back at it, and the reason it was an all. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been able to say I pulled an all-nighter, but we did.
Yeah.
But because it's a working and very popular restaurant, Ave Mario, we had to film through the night. So as soon as service was finished, the camera crew rolled in. Jessie and I were getting ready in a hotel next door. All of the cast were getting ready nearby. So, and then 10:30 a.m. we walked out, and it was like,
Oh, that's really an all-nighter.
There's life. And the video's so crazy. It was so much fun, and I absolutely love it.
And what, did you go home and go to bed at 10:30 in the morning?
Pretty much. Well, you've got a great look on now. I feel decidedly plain next to Jodie Harsh. But we had a bit of, you know, we had a look, Jessie and I. So
we were
zhuzhed. I went straight. It wasn't straight to bed. It was a bit of a debunk, I call it, when you get home after work and it's, you know, hair, lashes, makeup, everything.
It takes a minute to get the drag off, right? Yeah.
You know what? They never put that in the schedule.
They never.
It's like, you'll be wrapped by, no, you don't understand. This takes time.
to get off.
It takes time to put it on, and it takes time to get it off. But yeah, I did put baby to bed, like kind of I don't know, about lunchtime.
Oof.
Really
Yeah.
bad.
But it was with a really amazing director who I've wanted to work with forever, and Kylie's worked with before, called Sophie Miller. I was obsessed with her from doing the Sade videos in the like 80s, 90s, and she's brilliant.
You'll want to work with her all the time now.
And I'm not going to lie, when she told me what the idea was, I was like, I'm going to go with it. She said kind of telenovela, Almodovar. I was like, I'm there.
Yeah.
Me and Kylie in a restaurant warring. I was like, I'm there. I'm fully down. And then she was like, and there's going to be fake hands, and there's going to be kind of like Russian roulette, and you're going to be hysterical and be carted off by doctors. And I was like, okay, this sounds fully over the top. And, and you just had to totally trust her. And she was like, bang, go, bang, this. And she was amazing. And it was just kind of fly by the seat of your pants, and brilliant though.
I just need to mention that all of the dialogue, all of Jessie's amazing hysteria, everything was impromptu, ad lib. We didn't actually know that we would like anything would be. I didn't know any talking would be recorded. And same with the end with the typewriter. I couldn't type with the nails this long and like a vintage typewriter.
Yeah.
It kept getting stuck. Yeah. Quite a few expletives that didn't make the edit. Oh my God. It was try to stay awake, hit your mark, do your thing, and
do the conga. Let's go.
Do it all again in a heartbeat. It was so much fun.
And on the dialogue as well, Jessie, you were giving me proper like landlady of the Queen Vic vibes. I was waiting for.
I thought I was more Basil Fawlty now that I look back. But yes.
I was waiting for get out my pub. Nearly.
Oh, not my mother.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, you'd make a great landlady.
Oh, thank you.
As we mentioned before, Kylie, this is one of the tracks of your brand new album, Disco Guestlist Edition. So the question is, if you were creating your ultimate guest list for a party, say Mr. Jam and I back to back on the decks, proper good night, who would be on that guest list?
Who else do I need with us four?
I know, that's a party.
Anyone and everyone fabulous. My mates, my friends, literally, first come, first serve, let's say that.
Yeah, that's good. Intimate, but still a rave.
Yeah, intimate, but you might not see everyone.
Perfect. Yeah, there might be people that you don't want to see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jessie, what about you?
If we're going along the Kylie disco thing, Ollie Years and Years has got to be there.
Perfect.
Dua Lipa, let's go. Gloria Gaynor for good measure. Let's do this. And you know what? Tom Daley. I'm putting Tom Daley in because I know you can get him on the guest list, Jodie.
He's really
and
fun
also,
at a party.
I heard a little birdie told me he rewound our track, Kylie, in his living room. So there you go.
Really?
Oh,
yes.
I'll bring
Apparently
Tom down.
Daley's a fan of the song.
Tom.
Yes. Kylie, could we see a disco tour in 2022?
I'm desperate. I was trying to find a more romantic or lovely word, but I would be on that stage in a blink of an eye if I could. But as we all know, it's been a little tricky. So to launch that tour is going to take a second. But when it does, it's going to be huge and you have to come. Yeah,
100%. The gloves are off and the sequins are out for that tour, I think. And Jessie, I'm very excited to be with you on tour.
Oh my God, Jodie, I'm so excited. Also, I was just thinking when I was just looking at your contour and those eyes, and I was thinking, babe, I don't have a makeup artist on tour. Do you fancy doing my makeup
I don't think you want me to do your face. I can only do myself. You will look like a clown.
But Maybe that's the look you're going. Fast at doing it. You're amazing.
I've got it down in an hour. Yeah.
Listen, forget about put the makeup to the side for a moment. I'm having you on tour, opening up for me.
Yes.
I couldn't be more thrilled. You're going to get the party started so well. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Any requests?
The ball is in your court. I respect and honour you and believe that you will get the party going.
You can trust me. I got it.
I'm going to get my sequins out.
100%.
I mean, I want to be there.
Front and centre.
You are very much invited, Kylie.
Kisses!
Kisses!
Kylie, Jessie, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Your tune, Kiss of Life, has been on repeat and we love it at Capital Dance. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Capital Dance. Thanks, Jodie. And thanks, Mr. Jam.